is the biggest misconception about talent acquisition and recruiting that really bothers you that you want to set the record straight on right here, right now?
Yeah, I think the big one, and it's an obvious one, are ATS systems. And I think what people really need to understand is that there's a human behind it. There's no robot behind it that's automatically going to filter you out. There might be disqualifying questions if there are certain minimal skills that you need. There might be disqualifying questions around compensation. There might be disqualifying questions around sponsorship. Those will automatically disqualify you if the system is set up that way. But generally speaking, there's a human behind everything. I read every single resume that comes in through that. So what I say to candidates, and I mean this sincerely, be relevant, be qualified for the position that you're applying to. If you're not at least 75% relevant and qualified, don't bother. And that's what's clogging up the system, because there's so many people out there saying, take your shot, apply, go for it. And inherently, there's nothing wrong with that advice. But I would love to be an astronaut, Julie. I'm not applying to be an astronaut. I'm not qualified. I'm not going to just get my shot at it because someone, magically sprinkled pixie dust on my resume and it made it through the ATS and they want to give Adam a chance at being an astronaut. That's not going to happen. Nope. The reality is the person behind that is a recruiter with limited time and limited bandwidth. And we are looking for the most qualified person on paper, get them into the process, make sure they're not a serial killer, make sure that they're good people, and move them through. I think that's a huge myth there too. And the other thing with cover letters, I'll just give you my little tidbit on cover letters here. I am anti cover letter. The only time a cover letter is necessary is if you need to explain a gap in employment. I took 6 months off because I was caring for a sick relative to raise my child, whatever reason that is. So you could cut that reason off when someone's looking at your resume. I've seen more people get in or career pivot, explaining why you're pivoting careers. The worst thing people could do is take that cover letter and regurgitate their resume. You wasted my time. Not interested. And I'm sure you've seen this too. People make mistakes on cover letters. They'll leave in the name, the address, the contact info of a previous company they applied to. And that you could be great, but I'm not going to call it a red flag, but that's a strong pink flag to me that your attention to detail is off. The cover letters are they're archaic. There's no need. And reference checks, background checks. You're asking me to give you 4 people that I used to work for to give you a referral. You think I'm going to give you people that are going to give crappy referrals?
Exactly.
In my 6 years, I've gotten 2 or 3, and they're kind of funny when they happen. A reference check that turns out to be terrible. With no, I would never recommend that. He was horrible. And I'm like, am I being pranked right now? Is this really happening?